Can't work like this anymore. And thank you Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So if you do photography where you use your desk, if you do internet video, you do content creation, YouTube videos like this, even Zoom calls, this setup solves a massive problem, a problem that has impacted every single office I've had up until right now. This is glorious. So the issue that I'm talking about is giant softbox lights. If you saw my office video last year, I was really happy with that setup. I enjoyed the standing desk that I had. The videos that I film in this office look really good from this angle right here, but outside of this angle, the office was unusable because there was this giant light taking up all of this space. I hated being down here because essentially this was a YouTube set, not an office that made me feel creative or made me want to work. But luckily that problem has been solved, and I'm going to break down how I did it so you can implement this into your space, especially if you're in a small studio, an apartment, or you just don't want a giant light and you still want high quality looking video. Now, the standing desk that I had, I'm going to move that to somewhere else in my house, preferably somewhere where there's a window so I can get some natural light when I'm working. And the treadmill or walking pad that I was using, moved that up to my closet so in the morning when I'm waiting for my son to wake up, I can just get some steps in. But with that out of the way, let's break down this setup. Now first I want to start with this desk. This grayish white desk is a desk that I was using in one of my previous offices, and I always found myself coming back to it to film B-roll for YouTube videos and do photos. I really enjoyed the way it looked. So I figure why not start here as the desk that I would use for this setup. Now this is an IKEA UTESPELARE gaming desk. I'm gonna put the word on the screen. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm assuming is IKEA Swedish? I'm assuming it's Swedish, but right now they only have a black version and a wood grain version of this desk available. Unfortunately, if they had this one again, I would buy another one because I enjoy using it so much for video, but that is the desk, this IKEA name right here, gaming desk. Now the big thing of this setup is this Amaran Verge Max light. This light is what's providing this nice diffused look without a gigantic softbox. This light is so cool because of how thin it is, and it comes with a desk mount, so you can essentially position this and angle the mount however you want so you can maximize the space you're in. You could have this flush against a wall if you want. You can do it like me where it's kind of tucked at an angle right above my camera. The great thing about doing this angle is when I'm doing B-roll or product photos on this desk, the light is straight on the product and I can control the strength and the temperature as well. It's just such an efficient, easy way to light your photo or video. And with a light colored desk like this, the desk is working as a reflector, so it's bouncing the light back onto my face, giving me this nice, soft, even, diffused look. Now the second light on this desk is the Amaran 120C Ray. Now what's really cool about this light is it's intended to be more of a handheld option. I have it on a desk light stand that I just got on Amazon. Right now, just as storage, I can keep it there, use it as a fill light for the room. I can light my shoulder with it. It's just a nice little extra addition to these YouTube videos, but when I'm filming B-roll or doing photos on this desktop, I can grab this light or I can move my monitor out of the way and position the light more effectively, and it's a little bit of a stronger light, so instead of this nice diffused look, I can create more harsh looks and just do a little bit more creatively with a light that I can just pick up off the stand and use. Now this light also has an HSL mode, so I'm able to change the color of it if I want. So once again, it gives you a ton of flexibility with your creativity. You could fill the room with a color, you could cast a color into your scene, all from one desk. This light also comes with a power bank. I didn't buy it, I kind of wish I did. So you could take it off the light stand, put it on the power bank, and then just use it however you want around your studio or around your desk to customize your look. Now as for what's on the desk, I like to keep my desk relatively clean and minimal. I'm not someone who wants a busy looking setup just because I actually like to use my desk as a backdrop, like I said, for photo and video. And that's actually one of the reasons why I also switched from the standing desk. This gray desk just looks so much better on camera. The walnut-esque color of that previous desk looked great as a piece of furniture, but when it came to actually making any type of video or photo with it. I just never really liked the way it looked. So if you're thinking about setting up a desk and you do any type of content creation stuff, keep that in mind. Your desk will end up being in your content. So make sure it's a color or a wood grain that you're actually happy seeing on camera. But as for what's on this desk, I'm going to break down what we have in front of us after I thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. My website, evanramp.com, has been built on Squarespace for years, and it's a crucial part of my business. My website allows me to sell presets and products like my photo book. I have a portfolio on my site. I have a way for customers to get in touch with me. I have a free course on my website, and I use Squarespace for email marketing. You need an efficient website if you want to be in the creative world in 2026. It is so important to have a place off of social media where you can showcase your brand. Now, Squarespace makes this easier than ever with tools like Fluid Engine, where you can move things around on your site. Squarespace also has AI tools to help you build a website based on prompts. And if you're looking to sell things on your site, you don't need a third-party payment processor thanks to Squarespace Payments. So check out Squarespace for yourself by going to the link in the description or squarespace.com/EvanRamp to start a free trial and use code EvanRamp to save 10% on your first purchase. That's squarespace.com/EvanRamp to start a free trial and use code EvanRamp to save 10% when you sign up. Big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Now, as for what is on this desk, it's mostly stuff that you've seen in previous setups, so I'm not going to get too far into it. I still have the Mac keyboard and the Mac trackpad that I've used previously. I need to switch over to one that's USB-C though. The fact that these are still Lightning is driving me crazy. I also have the Logitech MX Master 4 when I don't want to use a trackpad. I am old school and I've used a trackpad for editing since, what year was that? Like 2012, maybe even 2011. So I'm just so used to it, I can't get away from it. But a mouse is great for a lot of stuff where the trackpad gets a little bit annoying and inconvenient. I also have the Logitech MX keypad and dial, which I use for shortcuts and also occasionally to fine tune my edits. It's primarily a shortcut tool for me though. Now, as for my computers, I still have the M1 MacBook that I got in 2022. This thing is fully loaded out, still works incredibly well. Definitely worth the like $7,000 or $8,000 that I paid for it at the time. The studio display is also the same display that I got in 2022. I was considering getting the new one just because I wanted the nano texture display, but I don't know, this one works totally fine. Speaking of nano texture displays, my iPad, this is the M5, is always on the desk. I use this primarily for editing, social media management, and office stuff. This does have the nano texture display, which is the reason why I'm considering it on the main monitor as well. The monitor is on top of this acrylic stand that I got on Amazon, just the cheapest one that I could possibly find because who cares? For me, this is exactly what I want. It's minimal, clean, and does the job, and I can also take things like my iPad and put them under it with ease if I want to get them off of the surface. Last thing on the desk is this Anker power bank, which I've also had for years. Love this thing for charging my phone, my Apple Watch, and I don't have a pair of normal AirPods, but you can charge those as well. That's been a staple of my desk setup, like I said, for years. So when I initially recorded this video, I forgot one of the most important pieces of this setup and what makes it such a creatively efficient way to do work, and that is the camera setup. So I have my camera mounted to the desk, so anytime I sit down with an idea, I can just immediately begin recording. Now, I've done that with a light stand that screws onto the desk. These are very cheap on Amazon. I have two Ulanzi clamps. One clamp is mounted to my Nikon D780, which I know is a very obscure choice for a camera. Not a lot of people use older Nikons, but for me, it's a camera that I had laying around. It's something that I don't use for anything anymore, and I just like the way it looks for these videos. It's very easy to color grade. I use a 20mm f1.8 lens with a 1/4 Pro Mist filter, and the footage looks really good. It just makes my life easy, so why change it if it's not broken? I also have an Atomos Shinobi 2 monitor mounted to the light stand, so I can see what I'm doing, but that's the camera setup. It's permanently on the desk, and it just makes my life easy so I can sit down anytime I have an idea to record. Like right now, it is 7:15 in the morning. My son was up all night with a fever, but I was able to just sit down and knock this out real quick. Now, I have a lot of plans for this office in general. I'll make an update video eventually. I want to add some shelves on the wall. I want to get rid of the current shelves. I want to get rid of these curtains over here, which are soundproofing the room. Believe it or not, getting sliding doors for an opening this big is very expensive. It's going to cost me like $2,000, which I don't want to spend, but it needs to happen. So when all of those upgrades happen, you'll see them on my Instagram at EvanRamped, and eventually I'll make a full video here on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. But this is the creative desk setup that I'm absolutely loving. So glad I switched back to this. It makes my life a lot easier and makes this space much more usable. So if you have questions, ask them below in the comments. The pinned comment will have a list of the lights and what their names actually are, as well as the desk. So if you want to check them out for yourself, you can. That's the video. Thumbs up, subscribe as always, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.